Well, the best way for bands to get exposure is to get the hell out there and play, obviously. Book gigs. And it doesn't matter where you play or who you're playing in front of. You'd be amazed at that, you know, if you're playing in front of 3 people, you don't know who the third one is. You just don't know. Could be somebody important, could be nobody. But for me, that's the best way for bands to get exposure, is to get out there and perform. But you also have to look at your demographic. If you live in a place where there's not a lot of built-in audiences, then there's other ways to get exposure for yourself. You want to do things and get involved with other people. I must express this point, and I can't enough, it seems, in life, is that there are power in numbers. If you're a metal band, you need to get together with other metal bands in your community and throw metal shows. You need to get together and work as a team and elevate each other. This is a big problem that a lot of bands have, at least out here in Los Angeles, California. There are no built-in audiences in any clubs whatsoever. People come out, they see their friend play for 30 minutes, and then they bone out, and then the place is empty. What people need to do is band together as a team, use that whole power in numbers theory, and work together to elevate each other, because that is not only the smart thing to do, but it's karmically correct. Things that you give to other people will come back to you. So there's no reason why you need to cuss this guy's band because he's selling more tickets or he's bringing more heads to shows. Get involved with that guy. Tell him that his band is great and find out what makes them so great. Apply it to your business model. That is if you want to succeed. Some people, they really don't want to succeed, I guess. So they want to fight and be angry and resentful of a lot of situations. But get together and work as a team. I think that's a great way to get exposure. And stop smoking so much weed and hanging out on the couch. I mean, get online. If you're going to sit there and do nothing for 3 hours, get online. Tell people to go to your website. Promote your brand. Get an interview. Call Jeff, you know, and make something happen for yourself. It's pretty simple to get exposure. It's free. Just do it. You know? To these new artists, since it is such a do-it-yourself kind of a business right now, is to do it right. Get together with somebody that has a genuine interest in you. Get to somebody who has a vested interest in what it is that you're doing, who expresses a love for what it is that you have going on. You can't just go to anybody and pay by the hour and go work somewhere. It might work out and it might not. Usually it doesn't. In fact, these are most of the people that we hear from are, you know, I went to the studio, I paid this much money, and this came out like this, and I listened to it, and I almost want to sue. And it's not even my band or my song. But get together with somebody that understands where you're coming from and honor that commitment, because that person's going to work their butt off for you. They're going to love you, and they're going to care about you because you have something that they notice, and they want to refine it, they want to polish it. So you should honor them and be faithful to them, take good direction from them, and work things out together as a team, because that person is the reason why you're where you are. And if you step on that, it's just a matter of time before something larger than you steps on you in return. And that's basically karma. I mean, I live by it, right? Well, recording obviously is essential. The track that you make is it's the commercial that plays in the room when you're not around to sell yourself. It's your business card. It is the representation of who you are. If it is good and prime and on point, then most likely everything else about your situation will be, pending you have a good business plan and you have the wherewithal to pull things off with efficiency and efficacy. As far as touring goes, that's a whole different situation if you are limited when it comes to budget. You do have to find out where your market is before you go somewhere, and the best way to find that out is to actually get in the car and go somewhere. Sometimes that's a little difficult. But you have to get out there and tour even if it's regionally. If you're serious about what you're doing, you need to let people hear you. If people don't have the chance to hear you, they're not going to know. And if people hear you and it's not what they're used to hearing or what they want to hear, or if they don't feel it's good enough, they're not even going to remember your name. So do things right the first time around. Get those recordings up to snuff on an industry level. Make sure they're creative and they're unique. And then step out into the world and find out what city likes you and which city wants to hear you, and that's where you should go and play. You had your fun last evening. You can't shake the sink. Well, part of the team, me, I produce the records, do the arrangements and developments and all that. Daniel Gilmore and his staff of awesomeness, they take care of all of our video work. We have web designers and people that make everybody look and smell fantastic, I guess you might say. Stuart Carraris at 7th Level does all of our mixing and mastering. Extremely talented, phenomenal individual. Derek Upton, of course, phenomenal drummer. He's handling some PR work for us just because he finds he digs it. He's a cool cat. And then all the bands that we work with. The Immaculate Records coming out at the end of the month. Mikos and Me, Dune Tran, Clay Post, Scotty Slate, Melissa Fex, A Cool 90. There's Johnny Trident. I mean, the list goes on and on. The Ventriloquist. This is all part of our team. It's just one huge 100-person or so member family that just traverses around the world, causing all kinds of chaos in their own little way. So it's nice. I love these people. Well, I would like to add, first of all, to all the bands and artists out there, keep up the good work. If you're really good and talented and you know it, go snuff out the people who aren't with your hard work and your great songs and your dedication, because we need to put an end to what's going on out there. It's your responsibility to do this, and I think you should take a concerted effort right now and do something about your career. And thank you, Jeff, at Metalluminati. I think you're awesome. You keep up the good work. You got a good message out there. And pretty much that's all I have to add. Captain Invengo, over and out.